Hey there folks, welcome to another lesson of the Advanced Grammar Course series. As I mentioned before, and let me repeat it again, we go over grammar rules in more depth and better details in this series. So you're advised not to judge by the title of the topic we're covering, but rather keep your focus on how much information is covered, some of which may be new to you. Stay tuned. Hello again, this is Ibrahim and you're watching The American English. Today we're going to examine these three words, be, have, and do. These three verbs live a double life. They can be auxiliary verbs or helping verbs used to form questions, negatives, and so on, and they can also be ordinary full verbs. For this reason, each one of these three words can appear twice in a single phrase, once as a full verb and once as an auxiliary. You can say, for example, I am being served. Here, the verb to be appeared twice, am and being. Have you had an invitation? Same thing, the verb have appeared twice, once as an auxiliary verb used to form a question and once as a full verb. What do? We see the word do twice here for the exact same reason. Let's start with some revisions of the uses of the verb to be. We use be to show continuous actions. It's very important to note that we use am being, are being, etc. for actions and behaviors, but not used with feelings. We can say, for example, you're being stupid for someone who's doing stupid stuff. This is a behavior. We can use being. She was being very careful. That means she was doing something carefully. Again, behavior, it's okay to use being. But we can't, for example, say, he was being upset just now. This is wrong. Why? Because we're describing a feeling here, and we agreed that we use being with actions and behavior only. When it comes to feelings, we need not to use being. So the correct form should be, he was upset just now. A quick test for you. I need you to fill in the missing words in the coming sentences using the correct form of the verb to be. Use being whenever possible. I'll do the first one for you. The baby, very good today. This is a behavior. We're describing the baby's behavior, so it's okay to use being here. The answer is the baby is being very good today. Now I'll show you a few more. Pause the video and try to answer them. Here we go. I am a bit lonely these days. Johnny is being difficult about money again. The children were being impossible this morning. I don't know why I'm so tired this week. You are being very careless with those glasses. Moving on to the verb to have. When have is used to talk about actions like, for example, have dinner, or experiences like have problems, progressive forms are almost possible. In a simpler way, if we're using have to talk about actions and experiences, it's okay to use having instead. For example, where's your father? He's having a shower. That's an action or experience, like saying, I am having a difficulty understanding this. Actions or experiences, it's okay to use having. But how about other uses for have, like, for example, possession? Can I say, I'm having a book? No, not possible. How about suffering from illnesses? Can we say she's having the flu? No, we can't. So with possessions and suffering from illnesses, we can't use the progressive having. What else? How about relationships? Can we say, for example, are you having seen Steve? Of course not. We should say, have you seen Steve? So to sum it up, have, if used to describe actions or experiences, you can use the progressive form of it, having. But if talking about positions, relationships, or illnesses, then it's not possible. Another quick test to see if you're being attentive. I'll tell you a sentence and I'd like you to either say it's correct or incorrect. 1. She phoned while we were having lunch. Correct. Talking about actions. 2. My sister is having a bad cold. Wrong. Can't use having with suffering from illnesses. We should say my sister has a bad cold. 3. I'm having trouble with my computer. Correct. Talking about experiences. 4. Are you having any money? Wrong. Can't use having with possessions. To correct, we will say, do you have any money? 5. Are you having a table for 2? Wrong. For the same reason, we should say, do you have a table for 2? 6. I am having a bad headache. Wrong. That's suffering from illness. We need to say instead, I have a bad headache. 7. We're having a party tonight. Correct. I'd like to bring your attention to something here that makes it clear where you're from or which accent of English you're using, British or American. In modern British English, the shorter present tense of have, like I have, you have, she has, are often avoided. The Brits like longer forms. Usually they say instead, I have got, you have got, she has got. In American English, we say, I have friends. British, I have got friends. The meaning is exactly the same, no difference whatsoever. Also, in forming questions with have, in American English we say, do you have money? In British English we say, have you got money? Again, do you have money, have you got money are exactly the same in meaning. Just depends on where you're from or which accent you're talking with. Alright guys, that's it for this lesson. Till I see you again in the next lesson, have a big load of fun and keep it real. Thanks for watching and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.